Oh no.
So hey everybody, if you're just joining us, I'm Maxwell McGee and you are tuned in to GameSpot's Skyrim Playathon. You might have just seen Carol get killed by what looked like some stairs. What happened?
No, that was a frost troll.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't the only one there. There's at least 2 of them. So
well, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
But obviously, you're joining. Like I said, I'm Maxwell. We got Carol here. We got Justin Calvert down there playing, and Kevin Van Orr just stepped away. He's gonna go totally eat the delicious-looking cinnamon bun that I saw at the breakfast table, and not save it for the rest of us because he's a jerk. I'm playing on the PC. I'm talking to the y'all right now. These guys, they're all playing on 360 because whatever. They're a bunch of nerds. And I just killed a dragon, and I'm telling the Jarl about it.
And the Jarl,
he's getting all uppity with
I love
me.
the way they just sit there like...
I know, he doesn't give an F about what's going on. He's just like, what? I'm wearing the crown in this community relationship.
What's the dragon there?
We just finished hour 3 of our 12-hour marathon. I say, Carol, it feels like hour 16. To me.
Really? I was going to say, I feel like I've been playing for like 20 minutes. To me, the time is just, flying by.
No, we're having a good time. But yeah, we've got plenty more to come, lots more to see. I'm going to tell this guy I might be a Dragonborn. He might freak out about it.
So, yeah, there's a chance I'm a...
I might have caught a bit of the Dragonborn while I was out there.
My mom might be a dragon.
I know, how does that even work?
No, that's not what Dragonborn actually means.
How does that even work?
Yeah.
You would have to be like a really, I don't know, like committed to making that relationship work.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you.
You know what game had a great king?
Witcher 2.
Remember the king in Witcher? Did you?
I didn't play enough Witcher 2 to experience
He was at the very beginning.
the king. Yeah, no, he was very cool.
I believe his name was.
You're right. It definitely was Voltest.
And then something happens to him. If you haven't played Witcher 2, I won't say anything.
Masters of the way of the voice. They live in seclusion, high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence.
Hot Penguin 11, which is an incredible name, by the way, wants to know what our most epic moment in Skyrim has been so far.
Probably for me, there was this amazing time when I was killed by a frost troll. No, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's a game that just the whole constant experience of just exploring the world and discovering things feels kind of epic in its own way. I've only had the one real dragon fight so far, which was certainly a highlight, but there haven't been many real like epic standout moments. It's just a fantastic experience consistently. I don't know if Justin, maybe you've had I'm
just trying to think.
Epic moment.
I mean, I had a cool moment where I was. It was just kind of a sort of random. It was a random dragon encounter, but when I encountered the dragon, it was already in a fight with a giant. Or at least it appeared to be, because there were also a lot of soldiers around that were sort of having a go at both the dragon and the giant. So there was a lot going on, and it was kind of fun to join in, and then I was trying to make sure that both the giant and the dragon who were fighting each other would kind of die at around the same time, because I didn't want to have to deal with either of them, while they still have a lot of health or anything.
You wanted to let them do as much damage to each other as possible, right?
Yeah, so that was, I don't know, that was pretty cool, because there were also, several soldiers around all kind of panicking and firing off arrows and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, there's another moment, but it's kind of spoilery, so I'm not going to say it, but yeah, there was a moment where all I'll say is that I was trapped, and an AI character came to my rescue in a very cool way, and that's all I will say.
Yeah, no, that was an epic moment. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Obviously, I just started at the top of the marathon here, so I haven't had too many chances for epic moments yet. But I've definitely been loving just like gaining a sense and like watching the game open up to like seeing this big open world and realizing like I can go to all these crazy places and there's so much to do and see, and then seeing like all the different possibilities that are available between mixing shouts and spells and weapons together, and just like, and then the item, like crafting and all this stuff coming together, and just seeing all these options open up before me. It's a cool feeling of discovery, I'll say. And now I think I'm off to High Hrothgar.
Oh. Sometimes, you walk into someone's cottage hoping to just maybe enjoy a spot of tea or something, and they just start shooting bolts out of their fingers at you.
Oh no, I've just met Lydia. Oh no.
It's not a bad thing, honestly. She can be very useful.
The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor. A gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. As my Thane,
And I just realized, I think I haven't actually,
I'll guard you.
at least technically, I haven't actually stolen anything yet. Which is crazy for me.
Lead the
In
way.
Oblivion, I was all about stealing stuff.
Maybe you've grown as a person since then, Justin.
You need to not only steal, like go into somebody's cottage. I think Sean was talking about this the other day, but like go into somebody's cottage, take all of their stuff.
Griefers, is it in his Griefers Guide? No. Which,
Yeah?
So
Is
which
that,
people
is that
should
come to
watch.
life?
Is that live? I
Or
don't know.
no. It's in Danny's. I'm thinking of something from Danny's
Bluffer's
Bluffer's Guide,
Yeah.
where he sneaks into people's homes at night, kills them,
Oh,
and
and
then
sets up a-
arranges elaborate like crime scenes.
I was thinking more along the lines of you break into someone's home, you steal all their stuff, but then you just like go outside and find like a river or like a cliff or something and just throw it all in there, just a complete jerk. You don't even want their stuff.
Right.
You just want to inconvenience them.
Oh, wait, I cheated a dragon. Yes. I like how I knew I was about to fight a dragon because the very memorable, kind of bombastic, vocal Skyrim theme started playing as the dragon was getting close, and I was not prepared for this fight at all. Oh dear. Hello. Oh, that was ridiculous.
You've been dying
I know, it
spectacularly
looks like you
well.
got, you got chewed up over there, Carol.
Now here's a picture of a moose.
There's a moose.
Man, I'm getting to that point that I always get to where I am carrying way too much stuff. Like if I pick up pretty much anything else, I think I'm going to be encumbered. Oh, I picked up a health potion, I'm encumbered.
I love that there's always just that one tiny little thing that pushes you over the edge.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm just going to eat a bunch of ingredients. So let's eat some bear claws.
They're one of my favorite pastries.
There we go. It does restore stamina. Let's eat a dragon's tongue.
Ew.
It's a plant. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, I'm not learning much about it.
Have you never had tongue?
Eat
Carol?
some feathers.
Like eaten?
Okay.
No, you're
Who-
not. She's
should I
making
eat-
a terrible face.
Should I
She's
eat
not
the
like-
large antlers?
Yes.
Oh goodness! How would you
Maybe
even?
with some chocolate.
You'd have to like boil the antlers
There we
for
go.
like a week.
Apparently, they can
Soften
restore
them up.
stamina.
No, if you're dragonborn, you can just put that. stuff
You got
in
like
your
metal
mouth.
teeth. You can just
Yeah.
chomp down.
Yeah.
Metal
So the thing,
chompers.
yeah. So I'm eating all this stuff, and Nightshade. That's sure to be good. Damage health, and I just damaged
Didn't
my
see that
magic
coming.
a second ago. So yeah, saber cat tooth. Yum. So you just keep eating this stuff, and then the problem is when you quit out of it, ugh, all those effects suddenly
I love
hit
that.
you. So
Oh, there's always that.
yeah, so my health is now not great because I just ate a bunch of really stupid stuff.
It's just like it's that moment of realization, like, oh, what did I do? Why was this a good idea?
Yeah, what was I thinking?
Why did I eat those antlers?
Yeah. And a plant called
We've all
nightshade.
been there.
Yeah.
We've all had that "Why did I eat those antlers"
Yeah.
moment.
Whoa, almost dead. Whoa! Oh my god, he totally skewered me. Or she. Ah, damn it. I was just about to try and take a potion too. Oh well, the good news is I'm probably back to a save point before I ate all that stuff.
Well, okay, it seems like I may not be able to get through here without a dragon fight. I thought it might be, like Kevin was saying, you know, they're sometimes random and you might reload and not encounter the dragon again, but this one seems to be persistent, and I don't think I have a chance, so I may have to turn back. But I'll try it one more time just for the heck of it. Yeah, take that. That did
Just
about
hit him in the
1/1000th of damage.
Oh, jeez, really? Died twice?
Try Ooh, ow.
Alright, time to clean house on some bandits. What's up, bandits?
So Ragnarok has noticed that that I have a spell in my repertoire called Beast Form. It's kind of the one I was hoping I wasn't gonna have to show, because I mean I guess people probably know about it.
They sure do now.
So I think
Yeah.
that as far as I know, there's only one of those. There aren't multiple beast forms that I'm aware of. I don't want to spoil it for people. I guess you know what. Okay, I'm going to eat some of these ingredients because I'm back at the point now where I need to consume some stuff real quick to free up some inventory. If anyone who really doesn't want to know what beast form does, just look away in a second. Oh, am I still carrying too much? Okay. Just be a second. Yeah, if you want to just like look away real quick once I'm done eating all this stuff, which is mostly harmful. Whoa, invisibility. I didn't know I could do that. I wonder if that's going to be a temporary effect now because I ate it. Man, what am I putting in my body? Okay, that should be enough. Whoa, that should be enough. Okay, and I'm not invisible. Okay. Oh, I'm still encumbered. What am I carrying? Okay, I'm way too... Just let me dump something real quick. I'll say that this isn't going to be a problem for everyone. I'm just a pack rat by nature. I carry everything. I never know what to put down. I hate dropping anything with any kind of value. As you can see, I'm like really torn. Like, oh, what do I throw away? Because some of this stuff is somewhat valuable. Okay, I'll get rid of one of my bows, since I'm carrying about several of them, I guess. Okay, so look away for just a second if you have no interest in knowing what beast form is. This is my beast form. Whoa, no it's not. That's not beast form. Equip.
Oh, command animal, yes.
I can't remember how I use my beast form now. I haven't been using it. Here we go. So yeah, it's kind of awesome. This is my beast form. You can see what it is. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's me.
What sort of benefits? Like, what can you do in that
So
form?
this, I can fight with my bare hands pretty good.
That's nice.
Although, but the thing is, so these guys are not the guys to be fighting against, because they're all armed with silver weapons.
Oh, geez, yeah.
So right, I'm gonna come out of beast form now. I really hope I was trying so hard not to kind of talk about this stuff, because it was something I didn't know was in the game.
Yeah.
And I was kind of pumped when I found out about it. Oh my god, I need to get away from these people so I can change back. Oh, I can. Oh wow, I can't go down there. Okay, I really need to get out of this form. I'm probably just going to die in this form, actually. Yeah, not a good place to be in beast form. Probably the worst place to be in beast form. So yeah, normal service will now be resumed. Oh, it will be if I can get out of beast form.
Yes.
What have I done? Why can I not? Character menu not available. Really? Oh, that's not it. Wow, I just haven't been using this form. I don't know how to get out of it. Turn the camera away from me and I'll shut up while I figure this out.
Well, I died for the first time. That was exciting. Bandit totally battered up and hit me in the face. This time, though, I've got a plan. So, like, I've noticed in a lot of areas, I don't know, at least in the early game, there's people, I guess, just go around and dump gasoline on the floor pretty frequently. They just like to do that. So there's a big gasoline, or I don't know, I guess we'll say it's oil. It's probably not gasoline. Oil slick on the floor down there. So
got a
I'll
bad
light it up
feeling
with my
about
fireball spell that I've been rolling with. Do a little extra damage to her, because she was pretty fast. Just like that. Oh, what's up? And then Lydia, she's just gonna run down there and do whatever. There we go. This is working much better. A healthy application of flame can solve just about any problem. Time to steal.
What are you up to, Kara?
I am. So I'm So after climbing the 7,000 steps, the basically next step is to go to this place that's way across the map to retrieve something from a tomb, I believe. And so on my attempts to get there so far, I've been killed by frost trolls. I've been killed by a dragon. So I'm basically just trying to find different routes, like a safe route to where this quest is. So I'm doing just a lot of, and I don't have any locations that I've already discovered or been to that are near there. So I can't really fast travel anywhere close by. So right now it's a lot of just exploration, which I don't mind at all. Except when saber cats pounce on me, like they sometimes do. Let me see if I have my command animal thing. I can do that. Only once a day, and I already used it today, so no, I can't command that animal. Yeah. Oh, I just went over a waterfall to get away from the saber cat, and I died. Oh dear.
I wish I could sort by items by heaviest. Got all this stuff.
So I returned. Did everybody miss me? Clearly not.
Dead silence.
Chirp, chirp.
But I am
Chirp,
glad
chirp.
you're back, because I think with your return, I shall grab a bite and return shortly.
Hooray. I like when your companions comment on pretty vistas that you've entered. Lydia says, I've never seen anything quite like that. Another one says, that's wow. Good timing, because I completed my quest objective. Hopefully I have a potion.
have seen earlier, I totally lit up the bandit leader back at that bandit camp. Apparently, I ran into a guy back in the castle city that you can see before you here, and he was going on and on about some family, some ancient family sword or what have you that the bandits had stolen and locked away in their chest back there, like bandits are wont to do. So I went back there, lit him up with my fire magic, and totally raided as much as I could. My character can't carry a whole heck of a lot. Maybe this guy's a traitor over here. I need to unload some stuff and go back there and just load up on crappy weapons and armor that they've left behind that I'd like to sell. Although this guy's pulling out his dagger. He may be a total jerk. Oh, he's a bandit. What's up, bandit? But yeah, I've got the guy's family sword back that he wanted so badly. I'm not just going to keep it for myself, because I'm not going to be a total jerk like that. And I'm going to go back to the city.
It's because it's not a very good sword.
It's also not a very good sword.
There
I can
you
tell you
go.
right now, if it were glowing and like purple and could also shoot lightning or something like that, yeah, things would be a little different. But yeah, I'm going to head back to the city now, drop that off, hopefully sell some stuff, and continue on my way. Also got some spiffy new armor. Zippity-doo. Justin, did you ever figure out how to get out of beast form over there?
I did. I know.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well,
Okay.
Actually, I cheated. I reloaded my old save.
Oh. Well, I guess that is technically
I'm sure there's a way to get
one
out
way
of
to get
beast
out of
form
beast form.
much more elegantly than that. But I just haven't been using it.
Looks like we got ourselves a hero.
Because you get the no disease perk without having to use it.
Is it maybe on a time limit? Would that make sense?
Yeah, it's possible. Let's see here. Wow, I'm dead again. God. Wow, these guys are really giving me a problem. It says that there are 9 holds. I guess this hold isn't this. Is a hold a city? I mean, they list Whiterun as a hold, so there are 9, I guess. Oh, let's put it back there.
I am in this dungeon. I'm supposed to defeat Jari Ra, but it's not Jari Ra that's really giving me the problems. It's the captain that's causing me the most trouble in this one. So I'm gonna try to let my summon do some of the work for me. Marauders are no big deal, but because they just go down in basically one swipe. But Captain Hargar is definitely a pain in the butt. Jerry Ra goes down pretty quick. So I could just probably get out of here now with my target defeated. But that just seems like the easy way out, you know? Like, I feel like there might be more secrets here to discover, so, you know, kill the dudes that are left, including the captain, even though he seems to be a pretty tough cookie. I might conjure my frost dude to do some heavy damage for me. Although there's no ranged attack for him. Oh, a lot of good that did me. Because he can't fit through the space. Is Lydia down? Where'd Lydia go? Oh, here's Lydia. She's low on health, but she's doing her best to be part of things.
So does stamina increase how much you can carry, or is that just something that goes up over time?
I don't think that has anything to do with your carry load. I could be wrong about that,
Okay.
but it definitely controls, how long you can sprint and, how many, heavier blows you can land. Because the longer you hold the trigger, the heavier your blow.
Okay.
So, but I could be wrong about that. I've had these great boots on for so long that. And I believe that I've been stuck at 380 carry load regardless of how I've spent my points. So your kind has no place here. Kind of a generic taunt. Does he mean my kind like an Argonian? Or my kind as in a Stormcloak? Or as a bard? Alright, let's head out. I've done what I came to do. And I increased my smithing, which means really nothing for me since I don't do any smithing.
Sorry, what was that name again? I've missed it.
Yeah.
Forgotten. So Mighty Zero wants to know what are our favorite kind of funny spells in the game so far? Like the was it a giant leap spell from Oblivion he mentioned?
Yeah, something like that has the same.
Wow, I don't know. I haven't been using that much magic, so I don't know that I have any spells that are doing really crazy stuff. And actually, I've realized recently that most of the spells I've bought and equipped, I haven't put enough points into Magicka to even use them.
I'm trying to think of something that I would
That is a depressing answer. Jess.
think of as
Yeah, sorry.
as funny. I sort of like the. I'm trying to think what you would even think of as funny. I guess I kind of like the fear spell, which is one of the illusion spells, because it makes somebody run off in fear, and sometimes they can be kind of like dudes that are frightened of you, can be kind of funny as they run off. But I can't think of anything, unless you include Caro's use of unrelenting force to make cabbages fly.
Unfortunately, I don't have a good answer for that, since I've almost exclusively been using the Cone of Fire spell, which in itself is not particularly hilarious. Unless you like watching dudes get caught on fire. I guess that is funny in its own way.
But they never run around screaming like, "Oh my God, put my fire out" or
That's
anything.
true.
It's
They're just sort of like, "Oh, I'm on fire. That's too bad."
Although there may be illusion spells that I just don't use that it could be interesting.
Kevin, I think we had a question earlier that you weren't privy to. It was about epic moments in Skyrim. I think you were out.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah, there are definitely.
If you have one in particular, one of the commenters wanted to know what all of our favorite epic moments were.
If I had one epic moment, gosh, I mean, I would count many of the dragon fights as epic moments because they're clearly meant to be the epic moments of the game, and I think they certainly qualify. There's some as you near the end that are pretty great and large, especially not just because of this, the size of the dragon and how the story is progressing, but also because of the the environment in which you fight gives it that sense of epicness. There are some truly memorable moments, though, outside of dragons. One of them is a Dark Brotherhood quest. You wouldn't call it epic, but it's certainly memorable because I think that anytime you're in complete darkness is memorable in most games. But there's a point where you have to hide in complete darkness. I don't want to give away what you're hiding in. Let's just say that you hide in complete darkness and listen in on a conversation. And like the stuff that happens there is pretty creepy. There are also things that are, moments that are pretty epic that involve the political conflict between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. So you actually take part in stronghold sieges, and those are really fun and pretty epic, especially because you might have ballistas involved and things like that give it this sense that you're part of a war effort, and those are really great too.
So Reedy Productions wants to know if the barter system is still in play here in Skyrim.
I think the answer to that is no.
Yeah.
The whole speech element actually has been, before you had like the speech wheel and things like that. That stuff's just gone.
There is a perk constellation for. I'm looking right now to see exactly what it's called. Well, so speech.
Yeah, you have speechcraft.
And putting points into that. For instance, haggling perk, buying and selling prices are 10% better. So you can do things to improve your relationships with merchants and things, but it's nothing like how it functioned in earlier games. One of these perks that I really like, I remember in Morrowind particularly, for me it was really frustrating how no merchant anywhere had enough money to buy a fraction of the stuff that I had to sell. So making money from selling stuff always took a really long time. But here, there's a perk, like Master Trader, which is at the top of the Speechcraft constellation. Every merchant in the world gains 1,000 gold for bartering. So,
helpful.
Yeah.
That would be pretty interesting if you were the merchant.
I know, right? Hey, I suddenly have 1,000 more gold. Thank you to whoever bestowed this upon me.
Wasn't there in Morrowind? Wasn't there actually
there was a
crab?
There was a
That
crab.
sold
Yes.
stuff that that basically had unlimited.
There was a crab merchant, and in one town, there was a scamp who had, I believe, a lot of gold to purchase stuff with. I think, but in general, such merchants were in very, very short supply.
It's been a while since I played Morrowind.
Yeah,
but although I did reinstall it not too long ago with the intention of playing it with all these graphical mods and enhancements applied to it. Unfortunately, it did make things a lot prettier, but
Mm-hmm.
it also caused the frame rate to drop to such an incredible crawl that the game was almost unplayable with me turning everything on. So I should probably go back and kind of mess with it and see which things I can turn on and which I can turn off to make the game both beautiful and playable.
Yeah, so I was just, I think I've just gotten stuck in the environment. So I just, you know, be careful, kids and people, adults, when you're traveling in the mountains, because it is possible to fall into tiny little areas that you absolutely cannot get yourself out of. So I'm gonna have to load a
fast
save
travel.
here. Oh, fast travel.
Yeah.
Duh.
Unless you're inside.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
And that's when it can get frustrating, because there was a point in the cave where I got stuck and all I did was walk into a corner, and then I just got stuck there and jittered around, and I was like halfway clipped into the geometry and I just couldn't leave. And that was frustrating because of course I had to load a save game rather than, you know, but luckily the dungeons aren't just so ginormous that I lost an hour's worth of progress or anything, but it can happen.
You don't have a chance.
And I just stumbled upon a camp.
1,000 gold for a horse. I don't have that kind of coin.
It's a living being. You can't just...
Lydia's a living being. Can't she carry me around?
That'd be kind of nice.
Doesn't that same logic apply?
Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, guys. I'll be right back.
Okie doke.
Hooray.
Alright, so Damien Fisher 12 wants to know more about the finishing moves, or sort of the cinematic strikes
Yeah.
in Skyrim, and maybe how they're triggered and if we can show any.
Well, I'm in a dungeon, so hopefully I can show some off. You don't really have control over them.
Yeah, I think they're just like
just
critical
die.
strikes, like in any other game, right?
Yeah, it's sort of like, you know, again, like I bring up Fallout, although in Fallout they're much more common.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Fallout 3 they're much more common than they are here. Although they have the same kind of structure, so there are times where the camera will move in ways that kind of takes the epicness away from the kill kind of thing, but there are a bunch of different ones. I especially like the ones with bears, and I've actually seen one with a dragon as well. That sort of reminded me of some of the similar kinds of things that Dragon Age did with dragon kills, where you kind of leap on top of it and you're kind of slashing on its head.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, but hopefully I'll be able to pull one off.
Victory is
Oh! I got fire and ice working against me at the same time. I should probably tread a little more carefully through here. But yeah, if it seems like I might pull one off. They're more common with creatures, for me at least, than they are with humans. And that might be based on the fact that I'm using an axe rather than something else, I don't know. Looks like Karo's got a dragon playing overhead.
I have not. I hope it leaves me alone, because thus far I have been not up to the task of taking down these beasts. But wait. How's it gonna be, buddy?
He doesn't show as a red dot. So
Yeah.
he may not even be, unless you get closer and he shows up as a red dot.
For now, I'm just gonna continue on my merry way.
There are occasions where you could see a dragon flying ahead and he does not represent an enemy.
No.
There's story-based reasons for that.
Okay.
So, And at this point, all I can do is let my companions do some of the work since I'm sort of hemmed out of helping. But that's alright. Go, Lydia. Go, Flame Atronach. Do my dirty work for me. I really should give Lydia some better armor and equipment. Sometimes I just kind of forget about her in terms of giving her new stuff.
So Twilight Ninja 1 wants to know about unarmed combat. Is unarmed still a skill, or has it been removed?
There is a perk. Let me see if I can find it. It's not a skill anymore, but there is a perk that I think might be related to unarmed. Let me take a look. But I'm trying to remember where that is, so forgive me for kind of forgetting how that's listed. Yeah, there are unarmed attacks. There are gauntlets. Like there's a perk here. Unarmed attacks with heavy armor gauntlets do their armor rating and extra damage, and that's partially because there are races that specialize in unarmed combat. But as far as I know, there's no unarmed skill.
So hey, Kevin, I just got a message in the game that said your follower tires of. Have you ever seen that? I wonder if
no.
Because I mean, I wonder if Lydia, because I got her as you do early in the game, and I kind of just never did anything with her yet.
Did you just have her waiting somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, that must be what it is.
I wonder if I go back, I'll have to check and see if she's. If she truly is just gone, or if she's still there.
She might be back in, is it in Whiterun?
Oh, but I never, that's what I'm saying, is I never even took, I mean, as far as I know, anyway, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, you might be able to get her back.
Yeah.
I never had that happen. Every time I have her sit still, it's simply because I just have temporary plans.
Right.
This is one of those times where I wish I would have micromanaged her a little bit better, because there's nothing I can do except watch her and my summon attack this Forsworn. Alternatively, I could just walk away.
Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us.
He is dead, which means I can now finally get Lydia to maybe follow me somewhere.
Here's my
and I
sword.
can walk around her.
Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened.
She can be a
And be careful.
big nuisance in tight areas. So. I'm gonna feed. Oh, it didn't show the animation. I like when it shows the animation with me behind feeding on a...
Ugh.
I know, I'm a sick individual. Hopefully it'll show me the animation this time. Nope. It's just not, I don't think there's enough room. Oh, and Caro, if you were talking earlier about having a hard time finding your way up mountains and stuff.
Yep.
There is a spell called Clairvoyance. If you come across it, it's in the Alteration School that can help you. It's sort of like a Fable brand.
Like glowing path kind
glowing
of thing?
path, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So be on the lookout for that if you come across any mages that are selling something.
Yeah. Ooh.
Black Bear, what was the Black Bears? Black Bears wants to know if there's a mini-map or a waypoint anywhere in the game. You see at the top of the screen, you have the compass, and whatever quest you have marked as the active one, it shows you that that's the general direction. And
Red dots for enemies will appear on there.
yep, and icons indicating things like caves and encampments and dragon perches also show as well. But then, of course, you have the main map. There's no mini-map per se, but you have the main map, which shows you, like if you're in a dungeon, it'll show you that particular area. And then, of course, there's the overworld map. But there's no, you know, on-screen all the time mini-map, just your compass that you see there at the top. But it functions well. I never feel like I'm particularly lost. Like with Caro, there are those times where, you know, you might, you know, from a vertical perspective, you might have to take a little time to figure out how to get up to the top of a mountain. But overall, there's really no need. So no mini-map. Pardon me.
Oh, so yeah, just as we're playing along here, just want to give a shout out to our friends at Turtle Beach who hooked us up with some great headsets that we're using here. They are definitely soft and comfy on the ears, and they've been producing some great sound quality so far, which is especially important in the world of Skyrim, which is, of course, known for its ambiance.
Yes, absolutely. It sounds fantastic.
So
You said it almost French when you said that word.
ambiance, ambiance. But yeah, so thank you again to Turtle Beach.
Oh, I heard the telltale dinging that says that there might be Death Bell nearby, but I don't see it. Oh, I think I have a dragon attack coming.
Is it the music that
Oh,
tipped
there
you
we
off?
go. It was the music and the fact that there was a large roar.
Oh, that, yeah.
And so, yes, I have an elder dragon on my heels. And there is no shame in getting out of the way. And again, I need to kind of let my summon and Lydia do some of the hard work on my behalf. And I will perform a shout on it. Oh.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
That's the opposite
Oh.
of me jumping on a dragon and bringing it down. That was unexpected and harsh.
The best laid plans.
I know, right? I didn't see Lydia anywhere. So I'm going to blame her. This actually looks like it'll be a little bit tougher. A lot of the dragon fights are surprisingly easy.
Yeah, I've been struggling with them, the few that I've encountered, actually.
Yeah. In this case, it was an elder dragon, so of course it gave me some problems. So I'll try to head back out there. That dragon may or may not attack. A lot of them are randomized. I think they have particular nodes that they will attack from, or that they're set to. Although according to my mini map, there's a dragon perch or roost. So he might have been. I might be actually in a place where he always kind of lives. Yeah, because I hear my controller just rumbled. I still don't see Lydia. She might be confused by the fact that I... And this big boy is breathing ice. landing over there. I'm certainly not going to try running over there. I do like when creatures are aware of each other in games and will take time to attack each other, and because I just saw the dragon attack those mud crabs, or at least that's what it looked like was happening. You cannot kill... Oh, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the user's name? Humphrey? Bombfree! I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. Bombfree wants to know whether or not NPCs can be killed forever, or whether they respawn.
Yeah.
And the answer is yes and yes. Some can be killed forever. But there are times where killing a particular NPC could potentially break the game, in which case, in which case those NPCs will simply, you can take their health bar all the way down to 0, they'll fall to the ground,
right? Wait,
prostrate, and eventually replenish all of their health automatically a short time later. But random people, like I can go up to somebody in a town and just murder them if that's my desire. And when you do so, you draw the ire of the guards. In some cases, you know, they'll just keep attacking you until they kill you. But usually you can sheath your weapons, and they'll give you an option to pay a fine, in which case you just sort of respawn nearby, and there's really no consequence aside from losing your money, and or you can choose to go to jail. I always just pay the fine. Although it feels kind of weird to be essentially in a position where you kill some poor person and you can just pay like 250 gold and you're off the hook. But there are levels of, they're kind of like wanted levels. So the higher that level, the more the guards are going to be ticked off at you. I'm going to try this one more time with this Elder Dragon, and if it doesn't work, I'm just going to cut my losses and realize that it's not going to happen for me this time. Yeah, I don't think I'm up for this task. That's alright. I'm just going to avoid him for now. What Caro's doing is a lot flashier than what I'm doing anyway.
Yeah, so I've arrived in, I believe the place is called Eustengrove. It's where something I'm supposed to retrieve for a story quest is located, and there's these troublemaking necromancers and bandits residing in this place.
Is it one of the claws? I'm just curious.
I'm sorry?
Is it a claw? I'm just curious if it's one of the claws.
The thing that I'm here to retrieve?
Yeah.
Actually,
I don't remember what it is, but
it's a
horn.
Yes.
It's a story quest.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna avoid going near that Elder Dragon and see if I can just go on around.
No, not.
Maybe I'll use my swim underwater skill wisely. Because as an Argonian, I can breathe underwater, and so therefore have no need to come up for air. Although I still gasp when I come up. Somebody posited to me, and I forget who it was, that it's just because I have to switch between gills and lungs that I gasp. I think that might have been Tom McShay.
So Poetic Sedition is asking, how's the quality of the voice acting and dialogue? To me, the voice acting generally is decent. The only real knock against it that I would have is that, like earlier games in the Elder Scrolls series, you have the issue of many NPCs that have the same voice, and that's kind of conspicuous at times, particularly when, like Kevin was mentioning earlier, sometimes you might have, I think, two merchants standing very close together who are using the same voice and saying the same lines. But quality-wise, I would say that it's fine. I don't know, Kevin. What do you think about the dialogue?
I think a lot of the dialogue is quite good. I agree with you on the voice acting. I think it's fine. I don't think it's necessarily outstanding. It doesn't stick out as particularly awesome or
Right.
particularly not awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's good, and there are some name actors that are used in the game. But there are times where it definitely sounds like this is an actor reading from a script, as opposed to this is a person, that I'm talking to in a game. If that makes any sense, like you do get the impression in certain games or movies or whatever that this is a person reading from a script rather than a person talking like a person talks. But yeah, it's definitely good overall. There's never a point where I thought, oh god, this voice acting is excruciating. And I wouldn't say, as good as I think the story is, I wouldn't say that, Skyrim is character driven by any stretch.
No.
And perhaps I'd feel differently if the game were character driven, and then. But you do a lot of talking in the game, but at no point did I feel annoyed by bad voice acting.
So I got into a fight with a giant who, of course, annihilated me, but right as he delivered the killing blow, I jumped. So he rocketed me straight up into the air, and I just, flew way up over the world.
Twirled.
Into my death. So I'm going to try to avoid him this time.
Probably a good move.
I'm sorry, Kevin. You were probably saying something very
No,
profound.
not really. No.
And then I just got battered up there.
I don't say profound things. I was looking at Justin's screen actually, and remembering that he had just done one of those stone turning puzzles.
Yeah.
That I'm not really a huge fan of.
Oh.
Luckily, there's not tons of them, and most of them are pretty easy to figure out.
Yeah, and I just got a new spell too, which I may or may not have enough magicka to use.
Yeah, I think you got oak flesh.
Yeah.
You should have you should have magicka for that. It's stone flesh that takes up tons of it.
Level up. Maybe I'll give myself some magicka this time. Whew.
I sold that glass axe that I'd gotten before. There's a town down here that I haven't been to. I think I'll head out there and see if there's anything interesting to discover. It'd be nice if I could get some bounties, because that might take me to a dragon that's perhaps a little easier for me to handle than that elder dragon that crushed me. So Joe Adem wants to know about encumbrance, and it's not done by amount of items, it's done by weight. So every item has a weight, and once you reach that limit, you just slow down and walk very slowly. But you can enhance that encumbrance with, you know, the limit with certain items, which might be a ring, or in my case, it's boots that I have on. I have a dragon fight that just started, but it's a blood dragon, not an elder dragon, so I should be able to handle him pretty well. But I need to charge up my my weapon. So of course, since I have an enchanted weapon, I have to use soul gems on it in order to charge its properties. So I tried to shout to see if it would have enough range, and I think I managed to get him with my fire breath.
Fire-breathing dragons are susceptible to fire breath?
He does not breathe fire. I think he is breathing ice.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and it'll tell you if you are trying to use a particular effect on an enemy that is resistant to it, it'll tell you. And there you have it.